Good morning, my friends. I hope all of you are having an awesome, fantastic day. Well, today is the day. Disney Genie is here, as well as Genie Plus in individual lightning lanes. And this is Disney World's new Fast Pass system, but it's no longer free. It is now a paid service. However, Disney Genie is a free service, so I'm going to let Genie plan out my entire day. I'm also going to buy Disney Genie Plus, and I'll be buying 2 individual lightning lane uses. I'm going to show you everything that you need to know. I'm going to explain this the best way that I can. I'm still kind of learning myself because it is still a little confusing, but we have a lot to cover today. I'm actually still at home. I'm going to go ahead and set Genie up on my phone through the My Disney Experience app. As well, I'm going to go ahead and buy Disney Genie Plus. And then when we get to the parks, I'll be buying my 2 individual lightning lane uses. I hope you guys are ready because I am. I think I am, at least. Let's go do this. So right off the bat, I had to update my Disney Experience app on my iPhone. Okay, here we go. You guys are seeing exactly what I am seeing on my phone. Oh wow, this looks nice. So far, so good. Start now. Today, Tuesday, October 19th, 2021. Looks like it's now going through my family and friends to see who has a park reservation with me, which today I'm going alone. Okay. It pulled up my park reservation at Disney's Hollywood Studios. That is where I'm starting. I'll do Mickey and Minnie's. Let's do Smuggler's Run, Rock and Roller Coaster, Slinky, Store Tours, Rise, and Tower of Terror. Entertainment, We're gonna skip entertainment for now. Even dining, wow, this is nice. But I'll go ahead and put Oga's Cantina just in case. And then enchanting extras. So if you want to build a lightsaber, you can do that. Or if you want to build a droid, you can do that. That's awesome. Disney favorites. Let's do Disney villains. Mickey and Friends. Pirates, Pixar, Star Wars, character meet and greets, fireworks, live entertainment, parades, park classics, seasonal offerings, thrill rides, what's new. And then you have dining. Ooh, I'll do character dining. I'll do fine dining. Okay, so this is cool. So if you need to see height requirements, or if you need the DAS or any kind of extra assistance, you can put this. So far, so good. Okay, here's Lightning Lane and Disney Genie Plus, basically telling me how I can make the most out of my day. Shows me what's included. There's Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. So it's already giving me an option to buy individual lightning lane for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which I'm gonna skip for now because I don't really need to ride that today. And now it's telling me if I want to buy Disney Genie Plus, it's $15 per day, per guest. I'm going to buy it. Uh-oh, something went wrong. Is it already having issues? But yeah, it should already have my payment saved. So it's $15.98 for the total, including tax. You can use a Disney gift card if you have a Disney gift card. All right, I just bought Disney Genie Plus for today. Okay, so far it is looking almost exactly like Max Pass did at Disneyland. So right now my options are Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. My return time would be 3:50 to 4:50. Or I have Rock and Roller Coaster at 12:05 to 1:05. Ooh, Slinky Dog Dash, not until 7:15 to 8:15. Store Tours, I have 10:30 to 11:30. Tower of Terror, 11:35 to 12:35. Alien Swirling Saucers, 10:30 to 11:30. You also have Beauty and the Beast, Disney Junior, Frozen Sing-Along, Muppet Vision 3D, and Toy Story Mania. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror is booked. So I believe as soon as I scan my return time, I can then make my next return time. because I believe it works just like MaxPass did. Okay, so if I was at the park right now, it is telling me to go to Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy because that starts at 10:20 a.m. It's currently 10:16 right now. Then I have my Tower of Terror, and then it's telling me I can have an early lunch at Fairfax Fair, and then it wants me to listen to an audio tale. Then it's telling me to go to Rock and Roller Coaster, and then looks like Rise of the Resistance at 2:50 p.m. So it's looking pretty good, but I wonder how to tell it I want to park hop. Okay, so it's telling me the current wait as well as the next Genie Plus Lightning Lane that I can buy or use. Right now, Rise of the Resistance is a 120-minute standby wait. Wow, okay. Individual Lightning Lane not currently offered. So that's telling me that is completely sold out for today already at 10:18 a.m. As I went down to the bottom, it says, need help? Chat with a cast member. Hello, how do I tell Genie that I want to park hop today? Okay, looks like that's just a automated message. So a live cast member isn't available as of this second. Well, I can tell you guys my initial first thoughts. Number one, I can't figure out how to tell Genie that I want to park hop. I mean, I could be doing something wrong by the time I'm editing this video or watching this video. So I should have just woke up a little earlier, but I wanted to see how it is after the initial rush, which apparently a lot of people bought Disney Genie Plus and individual Lightning Lane uses today, which I knew it was going to happen. But I mean, other than that, it's nice. I don't know if I can tell you guys my true thoughts just yet until we get to the parks and use this bad boy. So let's not waste any time. Let's head to Hollywood Studios and then we'll park hop over to the Magic Kingdom. All right, I just made it here to Hollywood Studios right at 11 a.m., which is a really good thing because I can walk directly to Tower of Terror, have a ride, and then I can make another return time for a different attraction. I just made it in and it's a little busy today. Whoa, here on Sunset Boulevard, there's already Christmas decorations. They also have the temporary screen up for the Tower of Terror Christmas projections. Here I am about to use my first Lightning Lane use, but the current standby wait for the Tower of Terror is a 50-minute wait.
I'm Joe.
I'm Moral, and we're from Massachusetts.
So how do you guys feel about Disney Genie Plus so far?
It was a little hard to use this morning, trying to figure out where you need to go exactly.
I really like it. My first time at Disney, actually, so I haven't experienced anything else. Thank you. It worked super well for going on Tower of Terror. I was on within like 10 minutes. So
do you think so far, is it worth the money, or can you not say just yet?
I can't really say just yet. So
I'm a huge Disney person, becoming since I was 4. I would say based on the crowds right now, especially for the 50th, it's definitely worth the money.
Okay.
I mean, Rise of the Resistance was a little pricey this morning, but $15 or jumping in for 2 hours, I think it was $130 when I saw it.
Wow.
It was that'll definitely be worth it for 5 o'clock tonight.
Of course, since I am using Disney Genie Plus today, I get to bypass the standby line and go right to the Lightning Lane entrance. I just spoke with a few cast members and I had a question. I said, how do I use my return time to get on Tower of Terror? And they said I can either use my pass holder card, my park tickets, or my park ticket on my Magic Mobile that should be linked to your Apple Wallet or Android wallet. So that's pretty convenient. Let's go for a ride. Here we go. And we're good to go. Here's the Lightning Lane line, and to my left you have the standby line. It definitely feels like I'm using FastPass once again. I mean, it's set up exactly the same so far.
Hollywood, 1939.
While I was in the pre-show room, I went ahead and made another Lightning Lane for Star Tours at 12:05 to 1:05. By the way, I still haven't heard anything from a virtual cast member about my question.
Hi, my name is Bernard, and I'm an annual pass holder. Came to the park today just to try out Disney Genie. So far, not liking it too much. The times are too far apart, and you can't book immediately after you scan one. It's like a 10 or 15 minute delay. So we're gonna try it for the rest of the day and kind of see where we're at. Hopefully things turn out better.
That was a really good ride on the Tower of Terror. I have two other complaints about Disney Genie so far. The first one is Rise of the Resistance. So many people bought the individual lightning lane for that attraction. Currently, they're not selling anymore, and they have cut off the standby line as of right now. And then my other complaint is the return times for each different attraction are so spaced out. So it's kind of hard to make the most out of your day so far. And that's why I decided to go with Star Tours, because that was the next soonest available return time. I wanted Rock and Roller Coaster or Slinky Dog. Rock and Roller Coaster wasn't until like 2 or 3, and then Slinky Dog isn't until like 7 or 8 p.m. tonight. And by that time, I want to do some park hopping. I haven't really heard great things so far. I'm not that impressed so far, but I don't know. I don't want to judge it just yet because the day is still young.
I'm Tommy, this is Emma. We're from Lyndhurst, New Jersey, and I believe that Disney Genie Plus should have taken a little longer to come out. I don't think they're ready yet.
Something else that I am noticing, so many people are walking and looking down at their phones. Like everybody has a phone in their hands today, more than normal. Even myself, I'm always catching myself always looking at Genie. And I don't know if I like that, but it's just something you have to do if you want to use this service. Right now, Rise of the Resistance, sold out. You can't buy any more individual lightning lane uses for that attraction. As well, over at Slinky Dog Dash, you can't make any more return times for that attraction because there's no more times left. Also, there's more Christmas lights already put out. Here's another thought, just based on my conversations I'm having with you guys and cast members. I think there is a little benefit by still staying on Disney property because I believe you have access or early access to the individual lightning lanes in Disney Genie Plus starting at 7 a.m. So you get a little bit of a head start as far as Rise of the Resistance, Slinky Dog, Flight of Passage, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and such. But if you're not staying on property, you can start to buy your individual lightning lane uses in Disney Genie Plus right when the park opens. But you don't have to be inside of the park. You can actually do it from home. So keep that in mind as well.
Well, hi, I'm Carlos from Cool Case Adventure. We have a YouTube channel. I think it's not for people like us who come to the park all the time. Definitely it's not. We kind of like know our works around. It's for the people that have never been here before, or if you come every 2 to 3 years, it helps you out. Now, it is kind of confusing. I don't know about how you're feeling. That the whole lightning lane versus this Genie Plus is confusing because
It's a mess.
what I'm noticing is that they're calling everything lightning lane.
Right.
But not everything is lightning lane.
Right.
Over here in Hollywood, there's only 2 things lightning lane.
Right.
So I almost wish they would have called it Genie Plus
Or just Fastback.
or Fastbacks.
Just keep it Fastback.
Exactly.
I don't know
Would it
why
be
they
a-
had to change it.
It would be a lot easier, but it's confusing. I don't know if you knew, I don't know if you shared, that even for Rise, it was already sold out at 10.
Yep.
So, which is crazy. So, I don't
And
know.
Slinky Dog's gone too.
Slinky Dog, yeah, for Genie Plus is gone too. So, I was able to maneuver to take some here and there, but I don't know.
I do like how you can go to each different attraction and you can check out the forecasted wait time for today. It'll just tell you kind of when to hop in line without it being too busy. As you see, it was very busy at noon, but it's starting to go down. And then you can also request your dash return time if you need that kind of assistance. And then you can click on Lightning Lane and it should just take me right to the attraction. Oh yeah, so it looks like they are adding more times throughout the day because now I can get my return time for 2:40. That may be my next one, but I don't know because I want to do some park hopping today. All right, here we go.
Placed a rebel spy. Vital to the survival of the rebellion into your star speeder.
That was a really fun ride on Star Tours, but I think I just figured out how to tell Genie that I want to park hop. So on your tip board where it says Disney's Hollywood Studios, it says change park. So I hit that. It gives me the 4 parks to choose from. Today I want to park hop to Magic Kingdom. And then boom, I can now make Lightning Lane times or return times for the Magic Kingdom attractions. looks like there's still a lot to choose from over there. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make my next one for Magic Kingdom. My next stop is going to be Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, because I just heard a few minutes ago that rides just went down. It looks like it just reopened. The current standby wait is 120 minutes, but they have cut off the standby line, so they are not allowing any more guests to enter the standby line. And there's the line for Lightning Lane. So the Lightning Lane entrance was a lot worse than I thought. So this is the line. Follow the camera. This is all Lightning Lane. Each person paid $15 to be in this line today. Look how long it is. It's still going. Jeez. If you have a family of 4, this is going to cost you $60 plus tax for Rise of the Resistance, and right now you're waiting in line. I did go ahead and make my next Lightning Lane return time over at the Magic Kingdom for the Haunted Mansion between 2:20 and 3:20, so we have a little bit of time, but it looks like there's a lot more options available right now over at the Magic Kingdom. And now I'm going to try to buy my first individual Lightning Lane use for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So it looks like I can search by the hour that I want to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So it looks like the first available time is 2:30 or 2:50. Well, that was very easy. I just bought my individual Lightning Lane return time to go ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It was $10.65. So now Genie is telling me to go have a ride on Rock and Roller Coaster because it's saying it's a good time to go because it's only a 60-minute standby wait. But then I noticed over at the Magic Kingdom, I was able to overlap my return times with Haunted Mansion and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I think that's only because I purchased Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Chewy, I have a question. Do you like Lightning Lane? Do you know what that is? Yeah, I don't like it either. If you guys couldn't tell, the look on Chewy's face said it all. Well, I decided to leave Hollywood Studios to make my way over to Disney's Magic Kingdom for park hopping at 2 p.m. The current time is 1:20, so I still have a little bit of time before I need to make it over there. But I gave myself a migraine. That is like how confusing this Genie stuff is. Like, my head hurts. And honestly, I still don't really know what's going on. This is just so hard to explain. And I kept going to cast members. I kept having to go to guest relations. I was with some friends. They kept going to cast members. And even the cast members don't really have answers. Like, this one cast member told me that all they had was like a 15-minute video tutorial on Genie. I do think there's a lot of room for improvement by Disney, by the cast members, and by us as the guest, because I think everybody is very confused, and I would hope that Disney would change a few things. But I don't know. I know I keep saying I don't know, but that's exactly how I feel today. It's just very confusing, and it's hard. It is very difficult, and I can't imagine if you're with your family and with your parents who don't really understand either. I was also talking with a few of you guys who didn't want to be on camera, but a lot of you guys were saying how expensive this is because you had a family of 4 or more. Yeah, this Genie stuff and the individual Lightning Lane costs will add up. I mean, it's already adding up in my wallet, so I can't imagine with a family of 4 or more. Okay, I have made it here to the front entrance of the Magic Kingdom. I was actually allowed to enter the park about 5 minutes early before 2 o'clock. I do always enjoy this view though. So pretty. The last time I was here, I totally missed this 50th anniversary statue.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Adrian from Theme Park Express. Like, comment, subscribe. So for me, Lightning Lane over here at the Magic Kingdom has been an absolute breeze. I got here just after 9 a.m. and I immediately made a Lightning Lane reservation for Peter Pan's flight. As soon as I got on Peter Pan's flight, I was able to make another Lightning Lane reservation, and the whole day it's just been Lightning Lane after Lightning Lane after Lightning Lane immediately after. I haven't had to wait more than 20 minutes for some of my Lightning Lanes. I think the longest I waited was maybe 30, and even then I got lunch and then I immediately went over to my Lightning Lane. But I'm almost done. It's going on 2 o'clock right now. I'm almost done with every Lightning Lane attraction over here at the Magic Kingdom. So it has been an absolute breeze of a day. Now, I will say I don't necessarily agree with the price point. I don't like the fact that you need to pay for this, but it almost feels like I'm cheating at Disney right now because I've been able to do so much in so little time. But at the same time, though, like if you're an individual, this is definitely something that you need to do. If you're an individual or a couple and you can swing that money, then definitely. But I can see this being a huge issue for families.
I have about 20 minutes to spare before my return time for Haunted Mansion and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but I'm going to go ahead and purchase my Lightning Lane for Avatar Flight of Passage, and I can redeem it between $3.55 and $4.55, and there was plenty of times between now and park close. The total price for Avatar Flight of Passage was $11.72 with tax. And a quick reminder, you are only allowed 2 individual Lightning Lane uses per day per guest. And this is the back of the line to ride Haunted Mansion. It's currently a 45-minute wait. Oh geez, this line is insane. I'm about 3 minutes early. Let's see if they go ahead and let me on. Thank you.
Of course, there's always my way.
Regions beyond.
Another fun ride on the Haunted Mansion. I will say, based on my time here inside of Magic Kingdom, riding the Haunted Mansion, and now I'm about to go ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Disney Genie Plus is a little easier over here just because there's more options and nothing is like sold out, because you can still ride everything in this park because of the availability you have inside of the Magic Kingdom. It is busy, and the one thing I am noticing here at this park is the standby lines are moving extremely slow. And I think that's just because so many people bought Disney Genie Plus. I don't know if it could just be today, but I think moving forward, the standby lines are just going to be a little slow. And that kind of stinks, because I know a lot of you probably don't want to purchase this $15 upcharge or the individual lightning lanes. Like, I was debating if I wanted to make my next reservation for Peter Pan's flight, because the next available time is 4 p.m. That's a little late for me, just because I want to make my way over to Disney's Animal Kingdom to ride a few rides, but it's available. Speaking of Peter Pan's flight, the current standby wait is 55 minutes, but look at the line for Lightning Lane. Just like how FastPass used to be. I guess I missed these two fellows the last time I was here. All right, it's time to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. The current standby wait looks like a 65-minute wait, so it's not too bad. Thank you. Woohoo! That was a really fun ride on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I think that was worth the $11 that I paid to get access to Lightning Lane. That way I didn't have to wait in that long line in the heat. But before I make my way out of the Magic Kingdom to head over to Disney's Animal Kingdom, I want to listen to the audio tales that you can listen to on Genie around the different parks. I was pretty close to this one, so I'm going to listen to Cinderella Castle Mosaics. Listen now.
Of Italian glass in 500 colors, with real pieces of silver and 14-karat gold. Intricate tile walls that portrayed stories such as these were popular in ancient Rome and Egypt.
I mean, that was pretty nice. I feel like if you need something to do or something to kill time with, especially with the little ones, that would be perfect to do. That's like a nice activity for the entire family, to just walk around the park and listen to the different audio tracks that they have. That is included in the price that you pay for Disney Genie Plus. Also, don't forget, you also have access to the different AR lenses around the parks. Look at these adorable Mickey Mouse popcorn buckets. Something else that's nice about Genie is you have everything dining all in one place. No matter if you want to mobile order, do a walk-up, or if you want to sit down like Tusker House, you have a walk-up option for 10 minutes. Not too bad. And then if you want to change the park, Of course, you have that option as well over at the Magic Kingdom. Be Our Guest, Casey's Corner, Cinderella's World Table. All right, I just made it to my third and final park for today. I just made it in, and here's Animal Kingdom's 50th anniversary guide map. I have made it inside of Pandora, but I totally forgot I made a Lightning Lane return time for Navi River Journey. So I'm going to go ahead and ride that and then make my way over to Flight of Passage. Pretty much another straight walk on. I do want to point out right now, Flight of Passage is only a 40-minute wait. All right, I'm in line for my last attraction of the day just because I still have my migraine and I'm just exhausted talking about Disney Genie today.
I'm gonna head down to my friend Tasha.
Have a good one.
You too.
Ikni Maya. With permission from the Na'vi and in partnership with Alpha Centauri Expeditions.
And away we go. I love that ride. It is so much fun. It's so enjoyable. But that's going to do it for me. I'm heading out because I am exhausted mentally and physically. Right now, Expedition Everest, another individual Lightning Lane attraction you can purchase to not wait in line, 10 minutes right now. Or you can pay $7 to use the Lightning Lane. So, I don't know. I have a lot to say about this whole Disney Genie stuff once I make it back to the car. Oh my goodness, look at Nemo and Dory. One of the other 50th anniversary statues that I missed the last time I was here. All right, what a day finally using Disney Genie Plus, and individual Lightning Lanes. My biggest complaint is Rise of the Resistance over at Hollywood Studios. It was a disaster this morning at that park. I feel like everybody woke up to just go get I almost said boarding passes. You don't need boarding passes anymore. The individual Lightning Lanes for Rise of the Resistance, and all those slots, those time slots just disappeared. I've heard it disappeared in 10 minutes. I've heard it disappeared in an hour. So I'm really not sure on how fast Rise of the Resistance went. But by the time I got there was no more. They had shut down the standby line, and Lightning Lane was extremely backed up. And all those poor souls spent $15 each to be in Lightning Lane, and they still had to wait in a very long line because that attraction keeps going down for technical issues. And this is my biggest complaint, because I am so sick of going to that park and constantly being disappointed because either I could not get a boarding pass, like today, I couldn't get Lightning Lane. I was ready to give Disney my money, and they still were having issues. I couldn't even get in standby. Half the ride never works. Don't get me wrong, there's some times where I really enjoy Rise of the Resistance because it works out and everything is pretty much working. But I'm just so sick of being disappointed. I am so sick of seeing other people disappointed. And Disney, figure out how to manage Rise of the Resistance. What I would have done is, during this pandemic and when the parks were reopening, I would have kept that attraction shut down, and I would have figured out what we need to do to get people through this ride. Because people plan their entire day, people plan their entire vacation to make sure they get on that attraction, Rise of the Resistance. And I've been seeing so many people leave that park extremely disappointed, including myself today. Disney, shut that ride down and figure out what needs to be done. Get the board, get the Imagineers, get creative, and figure out how you guys can make this ride better. Because here we are, you guys are charging us $15 per guest to not wait and stand by to make sure we get on that ride. And I had a few buddies inside of that park who had the Rise of the Resistance Lightning Lane return time. You guys want to know what happened? They never got on because that ride kept going down. One of my buddies had to go to guest relations. They did refund him on a Disney gift card, but still, that's not the point. And I'm sure most of you guys can agree with me on this statement. It's very disappointing. I also really didn't like how spaced out the time slots were. if you want to keep using your Disney Genie Plus. I will say, when I got to Magic Kingdom and even here at Animal Kingdom, I felt like more time slots were becoming available sooner. It's still not like every hour, like over at Disneyland for Max Pass, but I think Disney has a lot to figure out with Disney Genie. And I will tell you guys this, like today I'm here alone and it wasn't really that expensive for me. Even if Bianca was here or when you guys come as a couple, I feel like 2 people wouldn't break the bank. But then when you start adding that 3rd person or that 4th person and beyond, that's going to rack up a lot of money very quick. So that I don't agree with. This is what I really wish Disney would have done. Just kept Fast Pass. Just give us 3, even 2. I'll be fine with 2 and no more. Just limit the guests. And then for the major attractions such as Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Rise, Flight of Passage, Frozen, and Remy's, you can still have your individual lightning lane, because I would pay, because those are the attractions that everybody wants to ride. So I don't mind paying for the e-ticket attractions. I don't recommend Disney Genie, at least not right now. And I know you may watch like other videos and they may sugarcoat it for you guys, because I still see potential in Disney Genie Plus. Honestly, Disney Genie, the free version, I don't remember using it any today. I think the only time I actually used Disney Genie was to check the forecasted wait times, and that's about it. And maybe to check what ride I can get to next by using Disney Genie Plus. But I don't personally need Genie to tell me what I can and cannot do or help me plan my day, because I already know what I want to do, and I'm sure most of you know what you want to do. Now, if you're coming here for the first time and you feel overwhelmed, yes, Disney Genie is for you. Like I said earlier, I don't think Disney Genie Plus is really for me. Even being a pass holder, I just don't see a need in always buying that. I don't really think I'll buy that in a very long time, unless, like I said, if I'm in a pinch, I may just go ahead and buy it. But I feel like the individual lightning lanes are nice. It's a great option if you don't want to wait in line, and if you don't want to wait in the heat, and if you want to make sure you get on that attraction. I feel like that's the way to go, and I feel like that's what I'm going to use out of everything that's new with this new service. But I mean, it's not horrible. Like, it's not that bad. I just feel like everybody has different needs when they're on vacation here at Walt Disney World, and I'm very curious to see how the people over in Disneyland will like this, just because they were so used to Max Pass. I'm sure I missed a few things today. I'm sure you still have a few questions, because I still have a few questions. But please leave me a comment down below, and I will try my best to find you that answer and show it in an upcoming video when I do another update around Disney Genie. But for now, I just need to I need a break, because it was very confusing today. I feel like it's a little misleading at times, because Disney makes it look very awesome, and then you pay them the money and it's not that great, at least just yet. I still see some potential, but Disney needs to change a few things, listen to the people. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video made sense, and I hope I was able to, you know, help you on your next vacation, whether or not you decide to get Genie or not. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of everything I showed you. Are you excited about this? Are you going to purchase this? Are you going to skip it? Do you hate it? Let me know all of your thoughts and concerns down in the comments below. Please remember, it's nice to be nice. I love you guys in YouTube. I'll see you in the next video. Prince Charming, out.
I ain't feeling lonely, and I want to admit it's time to end the ride. Fading it too slowly, with those gonna lift me up this time. You were the only one who got me tripping up inside.